Hi, I'm Lily, and oh, hold on a second, I can't speak. Hello? No, I'm not doing anything busy right now. 5 minutes? Yeah, I'll be right there. Okay, bye. What you all just witnessed was myself making a poor first impression to anyone in the audience who does not already know me. But hopefully by the end of this talk tonight, your opinion on me changes a little bit. To clarify, a first impression is the event in which one person encounters another and forms a mental image of that person. The components of creating this first impression include the way we act, dress, and speak to the other person in the conversation. In most cases, people want to leave a good first impression of themselves because humans have a natural tendency and desire to impress others. This is why first impression roses in shows like The Bachelor or The Bachelorette exist, because the people receiving those roses are the ones who left a positive mental image of themselves to the other person when they first met. First impressions are highly valued in society today, and there are numerous components which all attribute to the overall mental image we leave of others. To start off, the way we introduce ourselves varies depending on the person who we are trying to make an impression on. If someone is going out for a job interview, they're probably going to smile, talk about their accomplishments, maybe wear something nice, because the manner in which they present themselves is the reason why they receive the job or do not receive the job. Now, some adults in the audience may be guilty of doing this, but studies have shown that several people the night before a job interview practice writing on flashcards or talk to someone as a means of preparation. This is all due to the fact that people want to make a good impression of themselves to their potential boss. However, what most seem to miss is all the other contributing factors. Specifically, when we talk to someone new for the first time, only 7% of what we say matters, which is the small, well, there's like a chart, but but what we say, 7% of what we say matters. The other 55% comes from the way we act, dress, and how we walk through the door. The remaining 38% is focused on our grammar, tone of voice, and confidence with our words. Once I came across these statistics, at first I was surprised because shouldn't our accomplishments and intelligence be more important than what color shirt we're wearing or if our voice is too soft? But to prove it to you that small details like grammar and tone of voice do matter, I'm going to say the same sentence in two completely different ways. Hi, I'm so excited to be here tonight with you all. Now, if I was talking like that for the duration of this talk, you would all be counting down the minutes until it was over because I lacked confidence with my words and did not make eye contact with anyone in the audience. So let's try that again. Hi. I'm Lily, and I'm so excited to be here tonight. Hear the difference? These small changes in our voice and attitude all attribute to the overall mental image we leave on others. And an experiment conducted by Harvard University said that women who wear makeup are deemed more trustworthy and likable, which seems like an oxymoron because makeup creates a false appearance to the face, whereas someone who is not wearing makeup is showing the world their true self. Yet women who wear makeup are deemed more trustworthy. But the reason why this piece of research is relevant today is because when women wear makeup, they're seen as more put together. But now, don't get me wrong, if you don't want to wear makeup, that doesn't automatically make you a liar or someone to immediately hate. It's just that society paints this image in our minds that women who wear makeup are more appealing and put together, which is why the Harvard study says that they're more trustworthy and likable. Therefore, not just grammar, confidence with our words, and our tone of voice impact someone's impression of us, but our physical appearance and decision to wear makeup or not also has a huge toll as well. What I also found to be interesting is that first impression is not always the first time you're meeting someone. We have all heard our friends or family members tell a story about someone who we do not know, and when they're telling this story, we automatically create a mental image of them without even realizing. Now, to put it in perspective, this can relate to anyone in the audience who has been a part of a sports team or is currently a part of a sports team. If your team is about to endure an important race, game or meet against a highly skilled opponent, odds are your teammates will be talking about the opposing team. For example, if your basketball team is about to play a game against the reigning state champion 5 years in a row, or you're about to run a race against a girl who can run a 5:30 mile, then this can either motivate you to run a little faster, which is the positive side to this, or this could have you just give up at the start because your teammates have deemed this person as untouchable. Even though you may have never met the person who your teammates are talking about, you absentmindedly create this mental image of them. This idea of creating a first impression without actually knowing someone has become more apparent and relevant in today's society due to social media. This can apply to most of the teenagers in the audience and maybe the trendy parents out there. But when your friend posts a picture with someone who you are unfamiliar with, you'll probably click on their profile. If they're public, maybe you'll stalk their account until you have successfully reached the first photo they posted 156 weeks ago. Or if they're private, maybe you'll request them if you're feeling a little audacious that day. Or just stalk their disco to keep it safe. But nevertheless, all of the information accumulated from their personal photos and the photos of them posted on your friends' accounts, you automatically create this mental image of them and what they would be like, even though you've never met them before. We have all been told to never judge a book by its cover. This universal mantra is something that has been repeated numerous times and is ingrained in all of our minds. I know that growing up, I was told this phrase and taught that physical appearance is not something to judge others on. But no matter how many times we have heard this phrase, or how many times you all have heard this phrase, it will always be irrelevant because nobody actually follows it. Humans compulsively judge others based on physical appearance because it's our biological nature to do so. In some instances, we don't even realize that we're judging others because we all do it naturally. Now, some of you may be hesitant to admit to the statement I just said because no one wants to come across as someone who's judgmental, but how many of you judged me when I first walked out on stage tonight? When I walked out on stage in an eccentric outfit choice and interrupted my talk to answer my phone, I saw some confused and perplexed faces in the audience. This is all because I certainly did catch you off guard because, let's be real here, there's a time and place to act like that, and in front of an audience is not the ideal time or place. Now, remember when I said I was going to try to make up for the first impression I left on you all in the beginning? Well, for those of you who just met me tonight, your first impression of me will always be the girl who answered her phone on stage and wore two different shoes. Because those first few moments already depicted your first initial mental image of me. But what we as individuals need to begin to understand is that first impressions should not be as greatly valued as they currently are. We all get so stressed out about meeting someone new for the first time and making sure they think highly of us. But it is imperative that we start to treat first impressions exactly as they are, not indicative of one's true character or ability to contribute to society in a meaningful way. Thank you.